It is no secret amongst my family and friends that I am what you would call culinary challenged. I don't know how to cook. But aside from that, since I have gone plant-based, I have learned that in order to stay healthy, I do have to cook. I've had to Google recipes, get in the kitchen, experiment here and there, and that's exactly what I've done. Now, this recipe I'm gonna show you today is one of my absolute favorites, and that's why I decided to show you, because I love making it. It's very, very simple. If I can make it, trust me, you can too. And it is my go-to when I have a sweet tooth, when I want something good for breakfast that isn't processed. This is my go-to meal. It is a very good high protein granola. You can either eat it as a cereal or as a granola bar. If you lift weights like I do, this is gonna be perfect for you. Or if you are considering going plant-based and you're wondering where you're gonna get your protein from, this recipe has got exactly what you need. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you like this video and to see more like this one. So let's go ahead and get into the video. I absolutely love this recipe. This is my go-to when I have a sweet tooth and don't want to spend a lot of time baking or cooking. First thing you want to do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees. You're going to need oats, flaxseed, maple syrup, almonds, chia seeds, peanut butter, sea salt, Himalayan sea salt, cinnamon, ground cinnamon, olive oil, and that is pretty much it. You can add any other things in there that you want, but be sure that this is real maple syrup. Also, be sure that you are using raw almonds or unsalted almonds. Then you're going to start mixing all of your ingredients. It doesn't matter in which order you want to mix them. Personally, I like to do the oats first and then start adding the nuts and the seeds and then the cinnamon and salt. This is now the olive oil, which I did not show on the table. I totally forgot. Also, one side note, when you're getting your oats, please make sure that these are the old-fashioned oats, definitely not the steel cut oats. And there is your vanilla, which I like to add vanilla in there because it gives it this really like almost sweet taste to it without adding too much maple syrup. You want to start mixing all of your ingredients and then you will have this beautiful mixture of yumminess. You can actually eat this raw just like this if you prefer. It's really good just like this. You can just store it in a mason jar and it's ready to go. Then you want to get a cookie sheet, a baking sheet or something of that sort and drizzle a little olive oil right at the bottom just so that it won't stick when you are baking it. Pour all of your mixture into the pan or your baking sheet. And you don't need like a, what is it called? That piece of paper that you put under parchment. You don't need parchment if you use a little bit of olive oil. You don't have to use olive oil if you don't want to. If you're watching your fat intake, you can actually just skip the olive oil on the bottom of the pan. But again, if you don't want it to stick, go ahead and use just a little bit. Then you can go ahead and pop this right into the oven for 20 minutes. You will start to smell it and it will smell delicious right around 20 minutes. This is what it looks like when it comes out. It's a little bit toasty, but it is like the perfect consistency, whether you want a granola bar or if you want cereal, which I'll show you both in a second. See, you can have granola bars. Now, I will say that for this recipe, you might want to add a little bit more peanut butter if you want it to be really hard for a granola bar. This one was a little more flaky, but I personally prefer it like that because that way I can eat it as cereal as well. Just add your favorite nut milk and you are ready to go. It is so delicious. You can also add fruit to it. I like adding raspberries or raisins, blueberries. It is absolutely delicious and it is so easy to make. Definitely let me know if you try this recipe. When I say it is super easy, it is one of those things that you are going to go to time and time again. Let me know down in the comments below if you decide to try this recipe and enjoy it
Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Love you so much.